Good morning and welcome back to my dear students. Chapter Quadrilaterals, practice set 5.2. After learning the test of parallelogram, we will use those tests to prove these questions, to solve these sums. So let's start with the first sum. In the figure, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So ABCD is a parallelogram. P and Q are midpoints of sides AB and DC respectively. Point P and point Q are midpoints. So I'll show the equal parts. P is dividing AB into two equal parts. Q is dividing DC into two equal parts. And please keep in mind ABCD is a parallelogram. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. APCQ. So this quadrilateral, we want to prove that it is a parallelogram. So let's start. Start with given. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. This is given. Then one more thing is given, that is points P and Q are the midpoints of sides AB and DC. This much is given. Next, to prove quadrilateral, we have to prove that quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. APCQ is a parallelogram. Now by using any one test of parallelogram, we will prove that this is a parallelogram. Which are the tests that we have studied? If opposite sides in a quadrilateral are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. If the opposite angles are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. If the diagonals bisect each other, then too the quadrilateral becomes a parallelogram. And the last one, if a pair of opposite sides, any one pair of opposite sides are congruent as well as parallel, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Out of this, any one test we will be using. Now common sense. Now in this quadrilateral, nothing is specified about the angles. So we can use that. Opposite angles are congruent, so it is a parallelogram. So that we will not use. Other than that, let us think. So we'll write proof. First, let us write given quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. You can use the symbol for parallelogram this way. If quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, that means side AB will be parallel to DC by definition. So therefore, side AB parallel to side DC by definition. Okay, by definition you will write. Now if AB is parallel to DC, now out of what we have to prove, APCQ, that AP belongs to AB. AP is part of AB. So if AB is parallel to DC, that means AP will be parallel to CQ. CQ is part of DC, no? We want APCQ to be a parallelogram. So AB is parallel to DC. तो हमें जो चाहिए, that part we will use. That is AP parallel to QC. Reason you will write A dash P dash B and D dash Q dash C. Okay. So this we will give as number 1. Then we will write therefore AP parallel to, out of CD, which part we want? We want QC. QC is part of quadrilateral APCQ. So we are selecting QC. AP is parallel to QC. Reason will be A dash P dash B and D dash Q dash C. Okay. So we got AP parallel to QC. So half our work is done. That means opposite sides became parallel. Now by some way we will prove that the same pair of opposite sides are congruent. So if a pair of opposite sides are congruent as well as parallel, then this parallelogram, then this quadrilateral becomes a parallelogram. Then this quadrilateral becomes a parallelogram. So एक काम हो गया. So this we will give it as number 2. Opposite sides became parallel. Okay. So now we will try to prove the opposite sides to be congruent. So how we will do that? We have our technique. P is midpoint. Q is also midpoint. So if P is midpoint, how will we write? AP is equal to PB. For this side you will write DQ is equal to QC. DQ is equal to QC. Reason you will write given. Again, no need to write P and Q are midpoints. Okay, you will write given. So AP is equal to PB and DQ is equal to QC. Now what is the other thing that you know? This big quadrilateral is a parallelogram. That means the opposite sides are congruent. So let us write that. AB congruent to, you can write side AB congruent to side DC. Why? Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. This reason you will write. Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. So if AB is congruent to DC, AB is congruent to DC, let us see the figure. AB is congruent to DC, then half of AB, because we know that P is the midpoint. Okay, so both the sides I will divide by half. Okay, that means we can write multiplying both sides by 1/2. So let us divide both sides by half. So half of AB, now no need to write side, okay. Half of AB is equal to half of DC. Okay. Now again come back to the question, to the figure. Half of AB, P is dividing AB into 2 equal parts. So half of AB will be either AP or PB. AB को half किया तो it will be AP or BP. Now which one you will select? Will you select AP or BP? Which one you will select? AP or BP? Obviously we are going to select AP because we want this quadrilateral APCQ, no? Okay. So we will write what is half of AB? AP. So here we will write therefore AP is equal to, similarly, half of DC. Which part are you going to take? DC का half है DQ or QC. Which one we want in this quadrilateral? Which side are you going to take? APCQ में कौन सा part आ रहा है? DQ आ रहा है कि QC आ रहा है? QC is coming. Okay, so we will take half of DC as QC. So half of DC will be QC. Understood? So you got side AP congruent to side QC. Just go to the previous thing what you got. Side AP parallel to QC. Second we had marked. AP we got parallel to QC. Now we got AP congruent to QC. Okay. So this you give it as number 3. And then write from 2 and 3 we can conclude that quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. Okay, is a parallelogram. Now this we were able to write by the test of parallelogram. Which test? Write the reason. If a pair of opposite sides are congruent and parallel, use the symbol For board exam, you will write in full sentence. Okay. If a pair of opposite sides are congruent and parallel, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Parallelogram. Okay, test of parallelogram. On to the second question. Using the opposite angles test for parallelogram, prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram. Okay, prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram. So, we will consider a figure ABCD. ABCD we will figure. This is the question. This figure I have drawn. We have to prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram. So, we will write given as given quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, rectangle is given and we have to prove that it is a parallelogram. To prove, we have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. It is a rectangle. Now we have to prove that it is a parallelogram. Okay, and they have given the clue also. Not like the previous sum. In the previous sum, which test we used? If a pair of opposite sides are parallel and congruent, then it is a parallelogram. Here they are asking us to use opposite angles test for parallelogram. Remember, if the opposite angles are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. वो test use करके we want to prove that this rectangle is a parallelogram. Okay, so let's start. Proof. In quadrilateral ABCD, if it is a rectangle, we know that angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is 90 degree. Okay, angles in a rectangle. Reason. Very simple sum this is. So if all the angles are 90 degree, that means obviously this angle and its opposite angle C are congruent. Okay, so I'll write therefore angle A congruent to angle C. Same, no? Angle B congruent to angle D. Next pair of opposite angles are congruent. So if opposite angles are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Test of parallelogram we have studied. How did we prove that? The test of parallelogram, kindly go through the previous video. We had taken XX, YY, used the 360 property and we proved it. Same way here, opposite angles who are 90-90. This also opposite angles are 90-90. So if the opposite angles are congruent, then this became a parallelogram. So therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Over sum. You have to write the test. Which test you used? If the opposite angles in a quadrilateral are congruent. If the opposite angles in a quadrilateral are congruent, then it's a parallelogram. Okay, test of parallelogram. The easiest sum of this practice set. I hope you got it clearly. That's it. We can move into the next sum. Now we move on to the fourth sum because the third sum is cancelled for this year. Third sum is cancelled. So we move on to the fourth question. Prove that quadrilateral formed by the intersection of angle bisectors of all angles of a parallelogram is a rectangle. My God. We have to read it at least 2 times to understand the question. Prove that quadrilateral formed by intersection of angle bisectors. एक quadrilateral बनता है by intersection of angle bisectors of all angles of a parallelogram. So we know that it is a parallelogram. Quadrilateral is a parallelogram, and we want to prove that the quadrilateral which is formed by intersection of angle bisector of parallelogram. So let us first draw a parallelogram. Draw a little bigger parallelogram because we want to show the angle bisectors also. Huh? Okay. So we have a parallelogram. We will name it as ABCD. ABCD. So let us write given first. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. ये तो दिया है, is a parallelogram. Now what we have to prove? Prove that quadrilateral formed by intersection of angle bisectors of all angles of parallelogram. So now for this parallelogram, we have to show the angle bisector. Angle bisector of A. Angle bisector means the ray which divides the angle into two equal parts. So if I draw the angle bisector here, okay, dotted lines I'll show. Angle bisector, एक angle का angle bisector. For angle A, angle bisector is this one, dividing the angle into two equal parts. So that sign also I will put to make it clear. Now let us draw the angle bisector for D. Okay, same way dotted lines I'll show. Angle bisector, हाँ देखो एक दूसरे से इंटरसेक्ट करना चाहिए. Proof show formed by intersection of angle bisector. So this angle bisector and this angle bisector intersected. Again, to show that it is angle bisector, I'll show two identical marks. This has divided the angle into two equal parts. So angle bisector of A is over, D is over. Now I'll show angle bisector for angle B. Okay. So this way we'll show angle bisector, dotted lines. Huh. Now this angle bisector and this angle bisector should intersect, no? So let them intersect. Fine. Huh. Now here I'll use circle. Okay, divided into two equal parts. Now the last one, that is angle C is angle bisector. So here goes the fourth angle bisector. सबको इंटरसेक्ट करते हुए आगे की तरफ. Yes, we'll show arrow for all the endpoints of the angle bisector. So for this now, which symbol to be used? Okay, I'll show this way. Double. Fine. Divided into two equal parts. So tan, okay, four rockets coming from four directions. Angle bisector of A, angle bisector of B, angle bisector of C, and angle bisector of D mutually intersected with each other. जब ये intersect हुआ, you can see a quadrilateral which is formed. Okay, I'll use another color for that to specify it. So you can see a quadrilateral which is formed. So I'll highlight that. This is that quadrilateral I'm talking about. Yes. Now we have to prove that this orange colored quadrilateral, which is formed by the intersection of angle bisectors of parallelogram, is a rectangle. Okay. So in the given part we will write. Now we have to name all these angle bisectors, no? So let us name it as, now this quadrilateral which is formed, we will name that. That is, let's start from here. P, Q, R, S. Okay, so in the given part we will write ray AS, okay, ray DS, ray CQ, ray BQ are the angle bisectors. That is also given. So let's write ray AS, or you can write ray AR also. I'll go shorter, ray AS, comma, AS होने के बाद I'll go to B. ray BQ, ray BQ. Then I'll go to C, ray CQ. And after C, D, ray DS. These all are angle bisectors. No need to specify of which angles. That all we don't want. Are angle bisectors. This much is given. Now to prove, we have to prove that ये जो बच्चा सा quadrilateral which is formed, quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. When will a quadrilateral become a rectangle? If we are successful in proving that the angles are 90 degree, then this will become a rectangle. Okay, so our intention is that way. We want to prove that angles are 90 degree. So let's start. Now all the proof I will not write and give you. We will discuss. I want you to frame few steps and write on your own. I'll help you out, don't worry. Now we will start from quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. That we all know. This is a parallelogram. So अगर ये parallelogram है, ABCD is a parallelogram, that means the opposite sides are parallel. Now we want 90 degree, no? So which angles you will use? Will you use alternate angles, corresponding angles, or interior angles? Which is logical in this sum? We want to prove that each angle is 90 degree. यहाँ पे किधर 90 degree की बात है? No. Here 90 degree? No. But here somewhere indirectly we are talking about 90 degree. We know about interior angles. If you add both, you will get 180. Correct. 180 if you divide by 2, you get 90. Okay. So which type of angles are you going to consider now here? Interior angles. We know that this is a parallelogram. That means opposite sides are parallel. We can see some interior angles formed here. Let me take the first pair of interior angle, that is angle ADC, this angle, and angle DCB, this angle. Okay, pay attention. They both are forming C. See, this way they are forming. So this angle and this angle, interior angles. So I'll first write AD parallel to BC. Therefore, angle dash plus angle dash is equal to 180 degree. Reason, interior angles. Interior angles. Now you write which two angles are we considering? Angle ADC plus angle DCB is equal to 180 degree. Okay? Now again we have a clue. ADC if I am considering, इसको दो part में divide किया है. The angle bisector is dividing it into two equal parts. So what will be half of ADC? It will be PDC. See, PDC. Don't see this S. PDC. That is what I am going to use here. So what will I do? Same like the previous sum, we had used this technique. Multiplying throughout by 1/2 throughout both sides, or you can write both sides. So half of ADC plus half of DCB is equal to half of 180. Okay, ADC is half. What will we consider? PDC. BCD is half. You will consider PCD. Start from P because we are interested in angle P. PDC and PCD. Why you are taking half of ADC as PDC? Because DP is the angle bisector. Okay, calmly think and write. So after this step, I'll write half of ADC is nothing but, what is half of ADC? We will consider PDC. So I'll write here. Therefore, angle PDC plus, अभी ये angle का half. BCD's half is Either you can take this angle or this angle, but we will consider PCD. Okay, PCD. PCD is equal to, what is half of 180? 90 degree. 90 degree. Fine? Now PDC and PCD. So I am talking about, I'll highlight, I'll use PDC means this angle, PDC, and PCD means this angle, PCD. So now I am talking about this triangle PDC. इसमें से PDC angle and PCD angle if you add, you get 90 degree. So how much will be this angle? This plus this is 90. So how much will be angle P? Sum of the measures of angles in a triangle is 180, no? ये दोनों add किया तो 90 you got. Now how much is remaining? 180 minus 90 is 90. So were you successful in getting angle P as 90 degree? Easy. So how will you write now? Next step. In triangle PDC, angle P plus angle D plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So we will write in triangle PDC, angle P plus angle D plus angle C is equal to 180. So I have highlighted this triangle, that is PDC. In triangle PDC, angle P plus angle D plus angle C is 180 degree. Okay. Now out of this, we already got angle D plus angle C is 90 degree. Okay. So just once again I'll show you. See here we had got it, no? Angle D plus angle C is 90 degree. PDC and PCD is 90 degree. Okay, so I'll solve the remaining sum like this here. So we got angle P, we don't know. Angle P is this angle. Plus angle D plus angle C, how much we got? These two addition we got 90 degree is equal to 180 degree. Here you will write from this step we had given a number. This you give it as number. The remaining sums, no numbers given. So this is number 1. So from 1, we can write angle P plus 90 is equal to 180. So therefore, how much will be angle P? 180 minus 90. Angle P is equal to 90 degree. Put it in a box. Our first mission accomplished. Okay, that means we are able to prove that angle P is 90 degree. So now let's look at the quadrilateral. This quadrilateral PQRS. Out of that, one angle P became 90 degree. Which triangle we had considered? This orange marked triangle. Now, similarly, if you consider the next triangle, that is this triangle, okay? This triangle, pink marked triangle. So I am highlighting that triangle. Same method you will follow. Now here you will start with, this is the interior angle. No, first we had considered this interior angle. This way we had considered the C. Now you will consider this C. This C, this pair of interior angle. That is DAB and ABC. Both are interior angles, so both will be 180. Again, you will divide by half throughout. So half of DAB you will consider this angle. That is RAB. Then half of ABC you will consider this angle. ABR. So similarly, we can prove that this becomes 90 degree. No need to write the whole process once again. You will write similarly, we can prove that angle, which angle? SRQ. Angle SRQ or angle R is equal to 90 degree. So this will also be 90 degree. After you are able to prove SRQ 90 degree, then if you consider this triangle ASD will become 90 degree. So if ASD is 90 degree, its opposite angle will become 90 degree. Similarly, all the four angles of this quadrilateral becomes 90 degree. Okay, so similarly we can prove that angle SRQ is 90 degree. Also, angle ASD will become 90 degree. One by one triangle if you consider. Now here you will take the interior angle this way. Now this way, this angle. Angle BAD plus angle ADC is equal to 180. Then half of this you will consider. Okay, like that, this angle you will get 90 degree. S you will get 90 degree. If S is 90 degree, then its vertically opposite angle is PSR. PSR will also be 90 degree. So similarly, we can prove that SRQ is 90, ASD is 90, ASD this triangle. Same way, this triangle here, which angle you will be able to prove 90 degree if you consider this triangle BQC. Okay, so angle BQC will also be 90 degree. So if ASD is 90 degree, then its vertically opposite angle PSR. Therefore, angle ASD congruent to angle PSR, vertically opposite angles. No? So that will also be 90. PSR will also be 90 degree. PSR will also be 90 degree. वैसे ही BQC is 90, so its vertically opposite angle is PQR. BQC's vertically opposite angle is PQR. Say once again, PQR, vertically opposite angle. PQR will become 90 degree. Both will be 90. So therefore, quadrilateral PQRS, angle P, angle Q, angle R, angle S, all the angles becomes 90 degree. So quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Okay, so similarly, we proved that this quadrilateral, which is formed by the angle bisectors of all the four angles of parallelogram, is a rectangle. Now, I gave you the gist of the sums, the whole sum I explained. Now, it is your duty to take one triangle at a time. All four pairs of interior angles we considered. Okay, I'll just give you a quick recap. So, we considered first these two interior angles. Then, its angle bisectors. We divided by half. We considered this triangle. So, that was the beginning. So, this triangle we considered. Then we considered the next interior angle, that is this C, this way. Okay, so which triangle we got? DAB and ABC. तो ये दोनों 90 prove किया. These two angles 180 degree. Then we took half. So when you considered half, which triangle you got? This pink marked triangle. Triangle ARB. So ARB we were able to prove 90 degree. From this triangle, DPQ became 90 degree. Then from the upward triangle, this angle we got 90 degree. Then we considered this triangle. Interior angle is this way, no? This interior angle we considered. Then we considered this interior angle. Like that, all four interior angle pairs we considered. To get that, all four angles are 90 degree. Only one part you have to show. Remaining all we wrote. Similarly, we can prove that. Okay, so finally we got that it is a rectangle by the definition. Go through each and every sum, pause and see and write, frame your own steps. Okay, and try to crack this sum. The fifth sum is again cancelled for your this term. So we have completed practice set 8.2. Please practice it well. Don't just see the video and make sure that you have understood it. Once if you see, you will just understand 50%. You have to practice it. And kindly share it with your other friends from other school, those who are in need of the sums. And subscribe to my channel for further videos. I'll be uploading the next part soon. Till we meet for the next time. Bye students.